If you want to talk about stashes, we are not gonna go toe to toe with this one, and you know why.
Hey, first of all, you just mad because my shit is full.
No, your shit ain't connected on one side.
So it ain't gotta connect to be dope. Sexy as fuck.
Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like they're two dumb dudes.
Welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
I'm telling you, man, like all that administrative shit. I'm telling you, like the more you're get into business, the more you dive into doing that, turning that thing you love or the thing you like to do into a business, the more you realize you spend more time doing administration work and less time doing that actual thing you like.
The actual work, yeah.
So that's why sometimes I say, like, you know, it's not bad to have a 9 to 5, a clock in, clock out.
Yeah, sometimes it ain't. I mean, once you get it all established, then you know you're on your own time and you got everything smoothed out. Okay, cool. But that process of getting it smoothed out is almost like clearing out a fucking field. The shit it just don't get clear. You gotta go dig up roots and
but okay. So one of the things that people don't realize, you know, people that just work regular day jobs, one of the things that is a godsend to me as far as stress and life in general. What happened? You just realized you was black and you was like, God damn it, shit.
I saw my reflection on your shirt, motherfucker.
That is you. That's Dragonfly Jones.
Hey, that I'm gonna get you, sucker.
No, it's from Martin.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It is an honor for you to meet me. What the godsend is, like, when you go to work and come and get home, like they take your taxes out for you. You know, when you get your paycheck, you're like, God damn, they took all these taxes out. But not getting taxes taken out and then having to do it yourself, that's I'm about to just dive into my drink right now just because of that shit.
It's just that painful on the brain. But hey, real quick, fuck all that. Why you got a fucking Furby in the back of your own?
No, first of all, do not. I repeat,
you got a fucking Furby, Avatar Furby Bison back there. Whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah, do not insult Appa like that. All right, Appa, that's Appa. No, damn well. Appa is like the cousin of the shit from Never Ending Story.
So the fucking dragon dog or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's like his little cousin.
I wonder how many people know that reference.
I don't know
about the dragon dog.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was. Because I think they hear Atreyu and they think, oh, Atreyu is a damn like metal band. No, that's a little Indian dude from, you know, Never Ending Story.
That had to go face to nothing. Got sneezed on by a fucking turtle.
Had a little, you know, a little cute little white girl he was trying to save.
I was gonna say the white girl.
With that being said, speaking of saving white girls, welcome to Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again,
I had a punchline part.
AKA Makazi. Let me try that again. All right. Okay.
Only because I knew where you was going. It was in my head too, but
welcome. Well, okay. Oh.
With that being said, welcome.
Yeah, with that being said, welcome to Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red for Delta. How's everybody doing out there?
Well, you know, the movie we watched this week, you know, originally was supposed to be saving white women, but now it's 2023. They want to change some shit up. Right?
Indeed.
Yeah. I mean, you picked the movie this week. And obviously, because it's Chris Brown, you knew it was going to be a cartoon. Yeah. What you got for us this week?
First of all, don't hate on the animations. Okay.
Well, I ain't hating on animations. As you can see right here, I have a bigger love for animation than you.
Only on stream. I only have one, but still.
You and Chimbaki got the same haircut right now.
I'm getting ready for next year's Halloween.
Where you gonna go, George Jefferson?
Nah, I'm gonna make sure this lasts as long as possible.
look like Derek White from the Celtics from last year.
Shit.
He bald now, but last year, my man it looked like he had a yarmulke.
So just let it go. Let it go. Oh man. But yeah, movie that we're talking about is the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, the one I believe directed or written by Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
something like that, or produced maybe.
Evan Goldberg, like there was like 5, writers on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like there's 5 writers on it because it feels to me, I don't know if it feels like I don't know if it knows what it's trying to be. I don't know if it knows its audience.
Okay. Speaking of that, let's backtrack for a second, because didn't Seth Rogen do Super Mario Brothers 2?
No.
The last one that came out a couple months ago, he didn't do that one.
Mm-mm.
I swear he had a part in that, unless he was a voice in it.
He was a voice.
Oh, okay.
He was a voice of someone in there. Was he? No. Jack Black was Koopa.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Pratt was Mario.
Unless he was Donkey Kong.
Yeah, he was. He was Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I could have sworn he had a hand in the behind the scenes things. Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know.
But I was going to say, if he's on like retouching it, I mean, in my opinion, he's 2 for 2 if he did do anything with Super Mario Brothers, because we talked about that one. That was good.
Yeah, but he also did Sausage Party.
So did you watch that?
Yes.
Okay.
I love Sausage Party. It's again, I don't know if it knows, Yeah, if some kids went to go see that,
nah, they was in for a rude awakening.
I know.
I was in for a rude awakening. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
It's like if you go see Ted, thinking it's about Mark Wahlberg and his stuffed animal. Next thing you know, he starts cussing.
Yeah, man.
He goes, you were late to work today. Yeah, I was busy. I had your wife snatch in my mouth. We need more people like you.
Oh gosh.
So why'd you pick Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, and it's a key point in this movie.
Okay. The reason I picked it, for one, I'm actually a Ninja Turtles fan. That's from our era of growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
from our neighborhood.
Yeah, that too, which I actually didn't know.
Yeah. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird created Ninja Turtles in Northampton, Massachusetts,
which is 10 minutes down the road.
That's our old stomping ground. That's where we was, getting into some debauchery,
kicking people,
dancing on cars.
Yeah. Oh gosh, but yeah, I picked the movie because I'm a Ninja Turtles fan. Just want to see how they was gonna redo the story this time, because out of all the Ninja Turtles movies, I felt like they got stupid after a while, and I felt like this one actually, I don't know if I want to say told a real the Ninja Turtle story, but it made it seem more realistic to the name, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so do you think? I think maybe it might have that like Power Ranger syndrome, but do you think it got stupid after a while, or do you think you outgrew it?
Nah, I can't say that I outgrew it, because, like, in my opinion, the first one's always gonna be the best one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, I don't remember too much, but that should tell you something. The third one.
Yeah, well, no. Just because an Asian brother want to get on the part of the main cast, you gonna say, oh, that should tell you something.
That had what's his name? Rufio in there, wasn't it?
No, that was Kino. That was the dude from Surf Ninjas.
Oh yeah, well, y'all all look alike. It is what it is.
I mean, yeah, you know what? Look in the mirror.
Oh God.
But no, so the reason why I say that is because, like, it's like when you watch G.I. Joe or Power Rangers as a kid, it seems like real, like, intense, and it seems real, like, thought-provoking. Then you watch it as an adult and you're like, man, like, was this episode was it like this back then? Or was it as like, childish?
Well, I guess because it's from our era. Let's talk about Transformers for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
They got so many movies that came out for Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
But how many adults were so anxious to see that first one because it was what we grew up with playing with toys?
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
Mean, there's that nostalgia. Like I'm gonna watch Ninja Turtles because I'm a Ninja Turtles fan. I grew up with it.
Mhm.
But I'm saying sometimes, like, okay, so like this film, I feel like I feel like it didn't know its audience because I felt like it was written for kids in 2023 with the way that people talk, the dialogue, the fact that it never really felt like there was much at stake. There's a lot of jokes being thrown around, but then if you go by the music and the soundtrack of this, it sounds like they're trying to pull in the 90s kids.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there, I was like, who are I didn't know who they were aiming at. Was the music for the parents and the turtles for the kids? I don't know.
I mean, well, we talked about this before. This is the year of hip hop. Like hip hop. I mean, I'm not even gonna try to shit on it because I'm happy hip hop is getting the recognition. What's the recognition? Yeah, that deserves it. Yeah, I'm thinking more. I want to say recognize and recognition at the same damn time. So I was trying to say, yeah. Either way, it's getting noticed. Kiss my ass. It's early in the morning. Yeah, I ain't had my first drink.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, what you drinking?
Hey, it's sitting right here. I was waiting on you. But hold on. Yeah. I'm just happy that hip hop's getting is getting noticed. Even though I feel like hip hop nowadays is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's fun to see all the old hits hitting like the verses and everything.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes like doing shows and the locks
Busta's got a new album coming out.
Well, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was the music, in my opinion, because everybody knows who Kool Herc and all them where it came from. But in the 90s, in my opinion, that was the best era of hip hop. I mean, all over, from west to east to the south. You know what I'm saying?
I think so too, because I think at that time the artistry was still there. Not saying it's not there anymore, but like as much as there was money behind it, it was also about putting out art.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think there's a lot more money behind hip hop than it used to be, because it's so global, because it's so big. It's like the preeminent like music form right now. And because of that, like there's a lot of people that are doing music to make money, not to put out art.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
Because back in the day, man, if someone showed up and had the same style as you, had the same like flow as you, voice, you know, that was a fight.
Yeah, definitely.
But nowadays, like if somebody makes a song and it sounds good, everybody jumps on that same sound because they're trying to like, you know, jump on that trend before it goes away.
Like I can't tell who's who nowadays rapping. You know what I'm saying? Except for maybe Kendrick, J. Cole, and of course Drake and Lil Wayne. But Lil Wayne is from our era too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they all sound the same. Like back in the day, you knew who was on the track. You knew if it was Jay-Z, you knew if it was Juvenile, you knew if it was Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know if it was Trick Daddy. You know, just everybody had their own distinct voice, and they all was actually spitting some good shit.
So with that being said, if you're watching this movie, do you think the music fit the film?
Yes, I do actually.
We'll agree to disagree.
Okay. Okay. I'll say it did because I like the diversity of it. It was more hip hop based, but it did throw some other little background music that wasn't hip hop that I thought was cool. Like it wasn't strictly just the hip hop soundtrack. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'll caveat this by saying I loved the soundtrack because that's my era of music. I knew every single song, but I thought some of the music was too mature for the movie. I think it needed 2010 hip hop to really make the movie feel like something new, versus it looked like it was drawn and acted like something new, but then the music kind of, I think the music kind of held it back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to that. Let's talk about your drink first.
Oh, yeah. What you drinking?
Seeing how it's 06:30 in the morning.
Gonna have your Jesus juice?
Yeah, I got it sitting right here. It never changes. I got the Jesus juice.
Bro, I was listening to
I was about to talk about that too. I had it on when I was working out yesterday.
It's spelled the same.
Look, and when I listened to the bullshit I said, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? That is like the stupidest shit ever. Like,
I was cracking up. He said it starts with a J and ends with the
ends with
S.
an X. Oh man.
Oh shit.
No, it's Jesus drink, JD. Jesus drink. There you go. Instead of Jesus juice. But I got that. I'm actually gonna sip in the Dos Equis today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting beer for the not so interesting human.
Oh, very interesting. You see this hair?
I don't know. Yeah, you know what? That haircut is pretty interesting. You know?
But
You know what the haircut says? I haven't left the house yet. That's what it says.
Just called a better brush. Yeah, I did brush my teeth though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, I've had those days where I get up, make coffee, and I get to work. Then I'm like 3 hours in. I'm like, I ain't brushed my teeth yet. Fuck.
Nah, that's the first thing I do. I don't know. I eat weird shit before I go to sleep.
Oh shit. You ever ate something weird?
So what's up for that one?
You ever ate something weird and had like just fucked up dreams?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's stop eating.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I've learned to stop eating things with fur attached to it.
Or at least make sure it's not expired.
Oh man.
Shit.
Oh
right,
god.
So I was at Winn-Dixie,
Mm-hmm.
and I found these. They're called alchemy shooters. I'm gonna try this little mojito.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That might give you a headache.
Who knows?
Is it just one, or you got a couple of them?
God damn! Should I be drinking this mother? It's alcohol is 20%.
Whoa!
Yeah, but I mean, it's a shooter. Like if I'm doing a nip,
Send some my way. Speaking my language.
After that, I got a Victory Berry Monkey Triple Sour.
Huh. Okay. I've seen that brand before.
Yeah. It was sour, so I was like, oh, let me give it a try. Is that Publix?
Okay. Well, Publix always has different variety of stuff. Yeah. However, I do got one shot that I'm going to start the day off with differently today that you might be proud about.
Oh shit! Well, yeah, that's the Dollar Tree Fireball. It's a little different.
No, it's not. It's actual whiskey.
Okay. It's not the red wine Fireball.
No, it's not the alcohol-free Fireball.
All right, let's take a shot and delve into this movie because I am very conflicted with this movie on whether I like it or not.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Crack this. Get fucked up before noon.
Do I like this movie? I think maybe I like the movie, but I'm just upset at things that took place in it.
If you got to think about it, you probably don't.
No, I mean, I don't know if it's something I'd just run back to just watch again. Like I like it, and I kind of like where to see where they're gonna go with it, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll get into it. It's a critique or a issue I have with a lot of movies nowadays.
Yeah.
But anyways, cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Ooh. That's just a good shot. That went down smooth.
The mojito. Did it taste like one?
A little bit. It tastes like a warm mojito. So, but anyways, all right. So here's my issue with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of movies nowadays, I feel like these movies don't lay in on the tension.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes they talk too much or they undercut the tension by either making jokes or just talking in a way that makes it look like it just doesn't feel like it's a dire issue. For example, there's a scene in the movie where they're hooked up to a machine. They get caught hooked up to a machine, and like that should feel like, man, we need to get the hell out of here. What's going on? But the way they were talking while they were hooked up, it just made it feel like a nuisance. It didn't make it feel like I might die right now.
Well, they were about to be milked.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're hooked up and you're about to be milked and you might die, but they were hooked up like, oh no, I can't because it's making me think of milk and I'm getting milk. And it was just like so like annoying that it didn't feel like at any point they were afraid they might not get out of there.
Okay, let's backtrack for a minute. Let's think about the name and the movie itself, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In my opinion, I really feel like this was maybe one of the first movies that actually catered to them being teenagers.
I'll agree with that. They actually felt like teenage, like even preteens.
Yeah,
they felt this was probably as much as we've seen origin stories for the Ninja Turtles, this actually felt like an origin story because we usually get the beginning of how they got the ooze, and then all of a sudden they're an adult or a teenager but fully formed. Where this felt like it was actually in the middle, where like they're actually learning to be the ninjas.
Yeah.
But with that being said, when I was 13 and I'm hanging off a fucking like bridge, falling into the river, I'm not going to sit there and act like, oh my God, no, my grip is going down. I shouldn't have had that popcorn earlier. No, I'm going to try to pull up and get on the fucking bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Shouldn't that popcorn earlier? Too much butter in your fingers?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they sometimes they write in a way where it just undercuts the tension in the scene to make me go, all right, like no one's actually in any danger right now. I don't know what you think.
I get what you're saying, but like I said, taking into consideration that it was actually catered more to make them feel like we're actually watching teenagers.
Yeah. In
2023, maybe. Soft. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, no, but okay, soft might not be one of the sheltered or protected. Okay? If you're protected and you're sheltered, you don't really have a good grasp of danger. Right? You see a bear, you're like, oh, Yogi, let me go get this motherfucker some honey.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. Turns out, that bear is either a giant grizzly or Chris Brown coming for his dinner. Either way, it's a dangerous proposition.
Shit. You see I did that snake? Turned around like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's pretty as hell. He's like, got you, bitch. Exactly. I'm still a snake, motherfucker.
Exactly. Because, what you thought snakes were like slow? Like this
really. Like, wait a minute. National Geographic wasn't mine?
That motherfucker bit you and you were like, did I just get bit?
Oh man.
But it's like, is that a symptom of 2023? Are we a soft society to the point where danger doesn't feel like danger anymore?
I think we're just soft in general. I feel like everybody is wanting what they want when they want it, how they want it.
Okay.
Because in my opinion, our cell phones are the biggest distributor of that. And everything is at the push of a button on your phone. Yeah. You can check your account, talk to somebody, send a video, make a video, watch a TV show, all in this little device. So it's right there when you want it at any given moment. And I think a lot of people have put that same mindset into the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go to this restaurant and then, what's a high-end restaurant? I would just say Michael Jordan Steakhouse in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
I was actually waiting to see what you're gonna say. Like, who's a high-end restaurant? Like Olive Garden? I'm like, yeah, it sounds like Chris.
There's different levels of fucking. You know what I'm saying? You take different girls different places. Whatever their coochie's worth is where they go. Let me stop. No, that's gonna back me in the ass. That's gonna bite me in the ass hard.
Yeah. Now women, they're gonna be around you, but okay. So I'm just an Applebee's bitch. All right, I see you.
But Applebee's got 2 for $20, baby.
I know.
We get deals here.
Yeah, we efficient over here.
For real. Oh man.
But yeah, no, I'll agree with that. I think the cell phone makes people feel like they're smarter than they are because they have access. They have access to all this information here. So if they don't know something, they could just look it up. Where back in the day, if you didn't know something, you didn't know. You had to feel dumb for a second.
Very true. That's you had to feel dumb for a second.
Yeah. So when somebody told you some shit that you couldn't just verify, but like it made you question, like, oh, this motherfucker's smarter than me. Like that's what is it called? Survival of the fittest?
Yeah.
That's the pecking order, man. You learn real quick, like, okay, I can't really step out right now because I can't, if I'm stepping into a situation where there's people here who might school me on some shit. Whereas you got your cell phone, you could be like, oh yeah, this shit happened, this shit happened. Oh yeah, look, see, and just show it. And now you have something that can validate your perspective.
Yeah. Interesting.
And
so applying that to the movie, where it's saying that the new generation is like kind of soft. It's like, yeah, it's almost like everybody feels privileged. Everybody has the right to feel privileged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, I just think about what you're talking about, that one scene, being soft or whatever. Like the world isn't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in some cases it doesn't have to be, but I still think the world needs those gritty ass people here and there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of gritty people, April O'Neil.
I'm listening.
Now, you about to break a molar or some shit.
I told you I keep one too sharp for that, for this reason. It opens.
Be at home filing it. Let me get this motherfucker ready.
It's always ready.
So there's certain characters where I don't mind when they switch the races of the characters, when they change things up. And with this movie, because it's New York, it's set in New York. Like, I don't mind them switching up, the ethnicity of April O'Neil. I don't mind them setting her as like kind of like a school news person, like a high school newspaper kind of person.
Okay.
But I don't know, how much she really added to the movie.
Well, you gotta have April O'Neil. It's just like she's part of the storyline. Yeah,
but at least have her. I don't know. I felt like she didn't do much, but just never mind. She did. She was the one. She went and got Splinter to help him out. So,
I mean, well, yeah, because she was. The whole movie, in my opinion, is about acceptance on all levels.
Yeah. Because the movie opens with them seeing it was like an outdoor festival or outdoor movie where they were all watching Ferris Bueller.
Oh yeah.
Okay, another one.
Okay.
Why are they watching Ferris Bueller? If it's 2023 and you want to make these kids look like they're yearning for like acceptance, like, why is it Ferris Bueller? To me, so when I see that, I think it's aimed at adults.
Okay.
They should have been watching like Monsters Inc. or.
Well, okay, it was movies in the park.
Yeah.
And most of the time, you live in Orlando. I used to live in Chicago.
Yep.
Movies in the park are usually those old school feel-good movies.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few of them out there. You have Ferris Bueller. I'm going to say it. I don't give a fuck. Grease. You know what I'm saying?
Chris likes Grease.
Grease was a good movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was one of those old school feel-good movies. The Wiz.
The Wiz is my shit.
Hey, look. If you don't like The Wiz, then you're definitely just racist. I don't care who the fuck you are.
You ever seen it's not The Wiz. I think it's The Wizard or whatever. It's about the kid that playing video games.
Oh no, was it Battle Wars or something like that? Where he
no. It's called. It's not called The Wiz, but it's God damn it. It's about some kid, and they're trying to get across the country to go to a video game like competition. And like the little kid is really good. Like at the end of the game, they got to play like Super Mario Brothers 3. Like he on the way there, they meet a kid. He pulls out a fucking power glove.
No, what
So
this
dope.
is. You lost it with this one.
That shit is so okay. I have to find that shit and send it to you.
Huh. Okay. But I'm saying like all the old school feel good movies.
Yeah.
That are timeless classics. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I feel like now, do I feel like the movie could have been different for this movie? Yeah.
I think because of the kids that they're trying, like it felt like with the way they were, the way they wrote the Ninja Turtles, the way they had them talking, I felt like having that film showing, I think that was aimed at adults. Like I don't know if the kids these days are gonna have that same. If they see the Ninja Turtles watching that, they're not gonna be like, oh my god, like they're not gonna get that same emotion.
Okay. Yeah, true. Especially if their parents didn't teach them, you know, or show them like, hey, this is movies we grew up on.
Yeah.
They
need like a 2000s kind of like a Sweet Home Alabama or Mean Girls or something like that in that time frame where it's like, okay, that's old school to the kids nowadays.
Yeah,
and that's what I think it needed.
Phyllis Brew is old school. Old. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I was confused. Sometimes I was confused as like who they're aiming this movie after. Like, it felt like they made certain decisions to pull in the adults who used to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid, but then they try to aim it towards the kids now, and I don't know if it blended as well as it could have.
And okay, with that being said, I can see your point. Like if they were trying to blend it, it was missing something.
Yeah.
If they were trying to blend like the old school with the new school, it was definitely missing something.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. I agree with you on that. Interesting.
So, did you like Black April O'Neil?
Yeah, I
liked it too.
I put it was a cartoon, and this is probably wrong of me. I hate that it didn't make her sexy. Every April O'Neil has looked fuckable. Just saying.
So you're saying she didn't look fuckable? First of all, she's in high school, so watch it.
Look, I know that's why I gotta use my words carefully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, those hot girls in high school. Just saying.
They were cheerleaders. They weren't working in the. Listen, I was part of the news channel at Central, so I get it.
But at the same time, I understand the message they were trying to put out there.
Yeah,
where it's no more of body shaming and if you look this way you're better, if you act this way you're better. It's like, nah, everybody is who we are, and there's really nobody better than nobody else. And honestly, I mean, I get all that, but you know, she could have had a better booty.
Listen, I contest that, like, you know, being in shape and not being in shape doesn't make you better than the next person.
Yeah,
but if you big and I call you big, don't act like I'm being mean. I'm just being observant. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm not saying whatever. I'm saying, hey, bro, maybe you don't need that third slice of fucking, you know, pepperoni.
Shit, you do it to you all the fucking time. You know what I tell you? Suck my ass. I'm eating. I don't care. I own my fatness, and I'm proud of it.
But every day I wake up, look in the mirror, I'm like, you fat motherfucker. You fat piece of shit.
You said it to you.
I say that to myself every morning.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Well, no, I mean, it pisses me off because my knees hurt. So I can't like go running, but I'm like, you fat piece of shit.
No, I'm just laughing. That's dead. I'll wake up and I'll tell myself, shit, what am I eating today? I got to work out so I can eat. I have to work out so I can eat. I work out so I can eat whatever I want to eat.
Chris wakes up and I'm like, man, I am about to fight my hunger today.
Yeah.
I'm out here like, man, you fat piece of, go get yourself a bigger belt. You
look, I walk in the kitchen, like, oh, wait a minute. We still got Alfredo left? And the trap was like right there. I'm like, if I eat first, can I? Nah, let me go this way. Yeah, that's a constant fight every morning for me. Look, I got chicken in there right now. I'm just waiting, roasting, ready.
Bro, I got some chili.
Fuck chili.
Yeah, no, fuck you. Chili's good and it's healthy. Turkey chili, It's good.
All
Maybe you should delve into some turkey chili and stop eating that Alfredo, you fat motherfucker.
That's my Italian side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're gonna Italian from the lips down. That's it.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Shit. No, but I think the big lesson in this movie was about acceptance, and that's something that's very real in today's society. Because I think with, again, these phones can make you feel like you're more important than you actually are. They can make you feel like you're more accepted than you might actually be, or for lack of a better term, they might make you feel like you're socially more apt than you actually are. You know?
Okay.
Because you know what an echo chamber is, right?
I heard the term, but educate me.
An echo chamber is say you love chicken.
You love chicken or not, for the record, but keep going.
Yes, yep. All right, but say you love chicken, right? And you're a meat eater, and chicken's your favorite. But then you go online, and all you do is go into message boards and websites to talk about how the benefits of eating chicken. So now all you look at is, to you, like, chicken is the best thing in the world. Go to all these websites. They tell me how great it is. And you're not listening to people who might be like, hey man, your cholesterol, the cholesterol in the skin, or all this different shit. Like, you're not listening to contrarian ideas. So now all right. Long story short.
Okay.
You have an idea, or you have a thought, and all you're doing is looking online to validate that thought. Okay. Instead of listening to everyone, especially people who might have a different thought.
Yeah. So instead of just being focused on chicken, still reading things about lamb
vegetables and all that and all those different things. And I say that to say that, like, your phone, because if you're doing that online, can make you feel like you're way more accepted than, or it can make you feel like your point of view is way more valid than it actually might be.
Interesting.
You ever had that situation where you thought some shit, you're like, this is right, and then lo and behold, you step out and you're like, I might have been wrong about this whole thing?
Hell yeah. Okay, you know what? I don't admit this often. If I'm wrong, then I gotta know for a fact I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because my motto is, I'm wrong. I'm right until you prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I'm gonna use you as an example. Me and you had a whole big debate in the car one day about NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Yep.
And we was going at it. And I'm telling you, fuck no, NSYNC was a bigger group. And you're like, nah, Backstreet Boys was. Like, get the fuck out of here. Until we went out. You know what I'm saying?
I sung some karaoke.
We did. And I sang NSYNC, and you say Backstreet Boys. And at the end of the night, I mean, don't get me wrong, I thought I did pretty good, and the crowd was into it. But when you did Backstreet Boys, everybody was singing that shit.
Yeah.
What did I do?
I wasn't. You said it. You was right. Like, because one of the dudes was from like Scotland, whatever. And as soon as I started singing "I Want It That Way," he grabbed me. He was like, "Hey, bro, come here!" And then and everybody started singing.
And I told you, I said, you know what? I'll humbly admit, maybe I lost that argument.
Dude, I had this conversation with a guy at work. Not where I work now, but when I was working at Friendly's. It was Uncle. I forget. It wasn't Tristan. It was Tristan's uncle. But he was talking about how he thought New Edition was bigger than New Kids on the Block. Like, no. Like, New Edition was not bigger than New Kids on the Block. New Kids on the Block, like, fucking took over the world. For whatever time they were around, they took over the world. And we argued for about 30 minutes. And then he goes, well, I like New Edition better. I was like, and there you go. It's not that, it's not that you thought they were better. It's just you preferred them over, because of the block. And that's fine. You have your preferences, but you can acknowledge that, hey, this other group is fucking much bigger than the group that inspired it, because New Kids on the Block was inspired by New Edition. But
I thought New Edition was after New Kids on the Block.
I'm pretty sure it was before. I
I
forget.
don't even remember. I know
They both from Boston, so we good.
Yeah. I rep them both. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm
And
New Kids of the Edition.
yeah, speaking of music,
That'd be dope. New Kids of the Edition.
well, I mean, they do those mashup concerts now. They'll have like New Kids on the Block with Backstreet Boys. Like they'll have New Edition there. Yeah, it's like that old school, boy band era. But speaking of music, we had a musician play the main bad guy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ice Cube.
I mean, I'd like to see him play a villain in real, not real life, but like a real action movie. Because he's ever been a villain, has he?
I don't think he's ever been a villain. He's always played like the mean, like the bad cop.
Yeah, either bad cop or attitude or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's still the good guy.
Yeah.
I actually want to see him be the bad guy. I think he killed that fucking role.
Yeah.
Like a vicious bad guy.
I want to see him be an actual like villain and not like in a comedy, but an actual like I'm gonna see this motherfucker, stick a pool cube up,
I ain't talking about that type of vicious. I was talking about like take a person and slide them down a slide of razor blades and then put them in a pool of alcohol.
That's much better.
And then put them in a pool of alcohol after. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. I don't know if I could do that shit. God damn.
Oh man.
Okay, so what'd you think of the voice cast in this movie? The voice cast is pretty varied. I mean, you got the turtles themselves. They were all just like, I don't want to say no names because I kind of feel like I recognize the voices a little bit.
Was it one? Oh gosh, is it Michael Cena or something like that? All right, no shit. I know John Cena in the movie as Bebop or Rocksteady. Michael Cera. There you go.
Was Michael Cera one of them?
I thought he was.
I don't know.
Unless he's one of the villains, but
yeah, because like Hannibal Buress was one of the mutants.
Okay.
John Cena,
Post Malone,
Seth Rogen, like all the random little mutants that were around. Were like all the names.
Yeah. It's but the only voice that you could tell, in my opinion, the only voices that were doing the voices you could tell who they were Jackie Chan and Ice Cube.
Jackie Chan was dude. All right, let's talk about this real quick.
Okay.
All right, so Jackie Chan was Splinter, right?
Yes.
And Splinter was very different in this movie than he was in the other Ninja Turtles movies.
Definitely.
Like, he felt more like just a single dad trying to take care of his kids in this movie. Like, what did you feel? Like, how did you feel about his portrayal or his, character, like Splinter in this movie?
I liked it because it was definitely different. It was definitely a twist. It wasn't like he just was raised by Splinter.
Yeah.
And it was, grew up in the sewers in New York and got the ooze spilled on him. He was like, he was outcast in the world. Like, the rats hated him. Everybody hated him. And he ended up in the sewer. And when he found the little baby turtles, they were the only ones that didn't hate him.
Yeah.
So I actually can dig his story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when he became a dad, he looked like fucking the Shaggy Dog, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
He look like you right now, bro.
No, fuck no. This dude had the nastiest stash and everything.
Well, look. Hey, for those watching,
get the fucking look.
For those watching, go watch the movie.
No,
go look at Chris right now.
No, if you fuck you. If you want to talk about stashes, we are not gonna go toe to toe with this one. And you know why?
Hey, first of all, you just mad because my shit is full.
No, your shit still ain't connected on one side.
So it ain't gotta connect to be dope. Sexy as fuck.
Oh shit! Don't you never lose that confidence. I love it.
Listen.
Oh man.
Listen. Okay. You wanna know something real funny?
What's up?
I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna put some shit out right now. This is some things that people don't realize. All right. So if you look at my mustache or my goatee, right? Okay. So it doesn't really connect on this side like it does this side.
Yeah.
Right. But that's not the shit I'm fucked up. That's not the shit that fucks me up. The shit that fucks me up is I get like a bald spot right here. So this don't connect down here neither. You know?
Oh,
I got
look,
trust me, I brush my shit so it don't look like Chris, like Paul Pierce.
I'm about to say, you ain't got the Paul Pierce, you still got baby butt smooth cheeks.
Bro. Yeah.
Look, this dude shaves. What a pack of Rays last you a year, don't they?
Bro, I haven't shaved. Like, see how this doesn't look that bad. Like as far as growth and stuff like that, I haven't shaved in 2 months, and that's all I've gotten. God damn it!
Yeah,
I gotta get my testosterone levels checked.
Oh shit. Oh man. But okay, so yeah, but Splitter, his story was definitely different. I did like the twist on it.
Yeah.
Again, of course, dealing with the whole thing about being accepted. And
do you agree with his point of view? Because his point of view was, hey, none of these people like us. These humans don't like us. These animals don't like it. Whatever. So like, the only place we're safe is down here in the sewer. So stay here where we're safe.
Yeah, but that was his life, and we talked about this before, many episodes before. A lot of parents fuck up their children's growth because of their experiences.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And it's like, well, I went through this and they didn't like me, so they're not gonna like you. But that was you.
But do you blame a parent for having that mentality if that's what they went through?
No, not at all. I mean, even I'm guilty of it sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Because
I know you are.
I mean, because you really want your children to be better than you, and you feel like them being better than you is doing the shit that you didn't do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But I also feel like if you know some shit's coming as a parent, and again, I don't have kids, I got a dog, close enough. If you know some shit's coming,
I must say that shit ain't close. So who you fuck to make a dog? But
listen,
see that. Whatever you do in your personal time is your own business.
Listen,
I don't want to know.
In Asian households, we raise dogs as pets, food, family members, all that.
So
all those points.
So on the wrong day, they could be dinner.
On the wrong day is Ryu's barbecue. But no.
Oh man.
What I'm saying is, like, if as a parent, if you know some shit's coming, like say you went through some heinous shit, like by being treated by other people a weird way, and you have those experiences and you know about them, and your kid goes through that and you don't protect them from it, like, does that make you a bad parent? Or does that allow you, but I don't want my experience to be your experience. Because I feel like I would want my kid to go through some shit that I went through, because they need to be able to learn how to deal with it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I can't say that my parenting skills are right or wrong because none of us have a rule book. The rule book is our adults and ancestors that we choose not to listen to.
I can give you my opinion on your. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, but when it comes down to children wanting to do something, I even talking to other adults and everything, I tell them this was my experience. Yeah. So I'm not going to tell you to go do this. I'm not going to tell you not to go do this. Just know the outcome can be like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't erase that from your memory or from your brain.
Yeah.
So if you feel like you want to do it, this could be the outcome. If you don't want to do it, this could be the outcome. But you got to learn it for yourself. Just don't forget that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. I'm kind of the same way. Like, I got to let, once I have a kid, I got to let my kid, experience life fully. And, I'll have the experience to help them, deal with whatever they've been through, but they got to go through it, because if they don't go through it, then you get the kids that grow up and, become sheltered, and they think they're invincible in a world that don't give a fuck if you think you're invincible.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. When you find that you're not, that's a hard pill to swallow. A very hard pill to swallow.
Do you think the turtles were going through that? Like, do you think because they were yearning for acceptance, but like, I don't know. It felt like it was they were yearning for it, but in most Ninja Turtle movies, they're ready to go. Whereas in this one, it felt like, they weren't failing, but they weren't successful.
how they get into their first altercation is because they got April O'Neil's bike stolen and play with Ninja Stars, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So when they
the
get
Ninja Star hit her helmet or some shit like that.
yeah, and a guy came and took her motorcycle, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so okay, yeah. So in this story, instead of them being martial artists and just ready to kick ass and everything else, it was more about they did something wrong and wanted to go make it right.
Yeah.
And they had to go apply what they learned, not knowing if it would even work or not.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they had to grow into their martial arts ability. Versus in other Turtle movies, you got a backstory, but they were just already kicking ass and taking names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the thing is also like they in this movie they realize that like their heroics are what could get them accepted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, okay, if you're different, I don't think you should have to go save people in order to validate your presence or your you know your you in this in the area or whatever in the place. Like to have to go do something in order to give credence to why you're there in the first place. I think that's teaching kids to go, hey man, like you if you're not doing if you don't feel like you belong, hey, go do something nice for someone and show them that you belong.
Yeah. That's actually interesting. I wonder how many people do that in real life.
Well, yeah, it's like I mean, and it could be as simple as being nice to people, but you get those people who no one here likes me. Let me buy some shit for someone, and then they'll accept me. It's kind of almost a what do they call it? It's a people pleasing mentality, and I don't know if it's the best mentality for kids to have.
That's you know what? Because now that I think about it and use myself as an example, I've done things like that, but I don't think I ever did it for acceptance.
Yeah.
I think there's more, not saying that maybe there wasn't something subliminal about being accepted. And that's just being real with myself.
Yeah.
But I really think that my overtone of it all was if we're all eating Subway and you get peanut butter and jelly, oh no, come get you a sandwich. Yeah. I'll get it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, accept the fact that I'm being a friend, but I don't want you to feel unaccepted because we all over here eating Subway and you got peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it's like okay, if I see somebody who needs help across the street, I'm gonna go help them, not because I want people to know that I'm being nice so you don't have to be afraid of me. I'm just gonna go help them. And if by happenstance they go, oh hey, that kid's nice, I saw him help out. He helped this old decrepit lady across the street.
Why should I be decrepit?
Because old ladies looking like spiders crossing the street and shit. But like you can just do it to do it because it's a good thing to do, and then the acceptance comes with it.
Yeah.
But like to do something because the end goal is to become accepted. I don't know. I think that might be the wrong lesson to be teaching kids.
Definitely. But at the end of if the movie was done correctly, because I'm thinking, because we established that the whole concept was about being accepted. At the end, they were accepted, but they were accepted for who they were, not for them saving the city, so to speak.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. So they got accepted because people saw that these guys they were mutants, but we don't need to be afraid of them. Because they went out there and helped out the city, they saved the city, whatever. So we don't. They're not scary. They're here to help. But if they went out there to help because they were trying to get accepted, I think that might be the wrong lesson to be teaching. They should be going out there and being like, maybe have a scene where it goes, okay, all right, we good. Like we just go back to the sewer and let them deal with this shit. And they're like, nah, like. We need to go stop this shit. Like we're the only ones who can stop this. And in doing that, the crowd just goes, "Oh shit!" It gives them the little hand clap and says, "Oh, we don't need to be afraid of these people."
Yeah.
I don't know. You ever had a situation where you did something that like ingratiated you towards people who might not have accepted you in the first place? I have, and to
I
me,
want to. I know I have just because I feel like everybody has it in their life.
yeah.
But I feel like it was like a long, long time ago until
Yeah.
I just realized, fuck y'all, me. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
I feel like for me, it was just a matter of like, always like when I meet new people, like I just tend to always just like if there's kids around,
Mhm.
I'll go and like say, I just hang with the little kids, play with the little kids, whatever. And in doing so, like people just look at me like, oh, he's a friendly dude.
Mhm.
You know, like if there's someone's dogs around, like okay, when I was at your house and I went over to play with Blue.
I told you ain't gonna let you listen to somebody bite the fuck out of you. I'm like,
Oh,
all right. I told him.
yeah, but that's the thing, right? All of a sudden, whatever the little kid was, I don't know his name, but he
Okay.
came over there on the ATV after
I need him about.
and saw
Yeah.
me playing with Blue and was like, huh, Blue never acts like that with anyone. I was like, yeah. But like that kind of situation where like I'm just doing me and it kind of shows another person, all right, this dude isn't, he isn't this scary,
Oh yeah.
Genghis Khan motherfucker.
Well, I mean, you're like 5'2" and
First of all,
you got a mustache that barely grows. I mean, you don't really look.
I swear to fucking God.
You don't really look scary.
I swear to God, whatever you just mad because all the hair that's here, and there's not much, but all the hair that's on my chin is what's missing on your hairline, and you just that's why you mad.
Well, yeah, I just like this bitch up. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, okay, well, you might need a ruler. Is all I'm saying.
Oh man. But no, you did the same shit when we went to go see the Patriots play. Walked to the Starbucks, and you was like, "Oh, Yorkie," and I was like, "Here we go again." But but everybody knows it's who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, you ain't gonna learn your lesson to be like, "Oh, it's a bull mastiff. Can I pet your dog?"
No, look, so here's the thing. All right, so Saran, my brother Saran's got this friend, and he's got this pit bull named Thanos. Dope ass name.
Yeah, definitely.
But when I came over to the house, they was like, yo, whatever you do, don't pet Thanos. Because if you pet him, you're gonna get bit. So you know me, I took that, I was like, oh, you motherfuckers just don't know.
Okay.
And I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, see, so you knew. Wait a minute.
Listen, no, because listen, just if a motherfucker is been in jail for 25 years, I'm not just gonna go offer him a room in my house. You're gonna work towards it. So what I'm saying is, I'm not quite there yet, but by the end of the night, he was taking treats out of my hand. That's all I'm saying.
You know what, people? That is
I'm a dog Willy Wonka.
That's what I'm trying to use. That is kidnapping mentality right there, people. Watch this man.
Ain't no Fleece Johnsons over here, is all I'm saying.
He's an animal warrior.
I like your dog, and I want it. So we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
What the fuck? Oh man.
Oh
shit.
What do you rank this Turtles movie against the other ones?
Nah,
because you said the first one.
Mm-hmm. The first
the
one,
OG 80s, yeah.
The first one would be the best one to me.
Why?
Merely for the one fact alone, Raphael on the rooftop,
bruh. When he is fucking everyone up, and then all of
I remember that scene. And like to this day, I seen it in the movie theater, and I had to be what was it, 88 when they came out?
Something like that.
So I had to be like, I was born 85, so 4, 5, 3, 4, whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember him on the roof doing all the flips and everything else up there, practicing whatever. And then the foot soldiers come out and he's whooping their ass until they whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But that one scene alone, and then that one scene, and then when Michelangelo faces off against the other dude, nunchucks.
Yeah, dude.
And he's just spinning it.
Listen, if any person from our age group, if they do something, you just go, "Oh, a fellow chucker, eh?" And people will know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So that scene alone, those scenes alone is number one's greatest to me. Number two is probably I ain't gonna say it's number two because I do put this one up there. This one's going between 2 and 3 to me, and I'll tell you why. But the other one that I like besides this one is the other animated one that came out maybe 2011 or something like that.
Yeah, TMNT.
Where they got to fight against the immortal dude with his brothers that were stone warriors or whatever.
Yeah.
And I like it again with Raphael on the roof, but when he beats up Leonardo, and realizes he fucked up and has to go back and save him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd rate this one between 2 and 3, but number 1 will be the original.
I mean, the original I think is always going to be number 1.
Mhm.
Number 2 is going to be Secret of the Ooze, just because it's in my brain. Vanilla Ice, fucking Toka, Razor.
I gotta go back and watch this shit. I gotta go back. I'm gonna watch this shit today because I don't remember none of that.
Yeah, you should. As far as this movie, I don't know. It's better than. It's probably in like the 3 or 4 position.
Okay, so that means if it's in 3
after the first 2 movies, 1 and 2, it's fighting TMNT. Because Turtles and Ninja Turtles 3, Turtles in Time just sucks. It's terrible.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then TMNT, I think is okay. I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it again, see how I truly feel about it. But it's fighting.
The one I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember it, but like, you know. All right, I gotta go take a piss real quick. But
seriously,
I'll edit it out. But no. So, who's your favorite villain in Ninja Turtles?
In all Ninja Turtles? Oh,
Yep.
I gotta wait for you to come back for this one.
All right, cool.
I'm about to fuck your whole head up. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, back again on Sarah and Chris's Movie Theory podcast. As you see, it is therapy. We do a whole lot of laughing, a little bit of crying. You know, not much anger until I talk about his height. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. But if you're rocking with us, thank you for rocking with us. Keep rocking with us. Subscribe. Send us messages. Let us know what could be better. What we're doing worse. You know what I'm saying? Well, but at the end of the day, it's really just fun for us. It's a conversation between 2 best friends, and we use movies to see how the conversation goes. So yeah, just want to send a shout out to y'all, saying thank you for rocking with us. And his little baby Asian lips that can't hold fucking liquid. Yeah.
I don't know what was said when I was.
You hear it? Check the timeline on the recording and go back and just watch that part.
When I go back to edit, I'm like, this motherfucker.
Oh man. But
who's your favorite Ninja Turtles villain?
My favorite? Like I said, I'm about to fuck your head up. I'm waiting for the fucking rabbit to make an appearance.
Come on, man. Really?
And you know who I'm talking about.
Why?
Because in the cartoon, he was fucking them up. Worse than Casey, worse than the Shredder. Like, he came on the scene. He was like the Green Ranger against the Power Rangers.
All right, I'll give you that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then nothing. Does nobody remember the rabbit?
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. Okay.
Bring the rabbit back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I think mine's Casey Jones. I mean, Casey Jones ended up becoming an ally, but there's just something about a vigilante using, sports equipment. Kind of like,
okay. Well, I mean, he's using, I say, household weapons, but
the golf clubs and the little cricket fucking chip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that was your favorite villain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, Shredder is always going to be dope, but that's because Shredder in the first movie, or Rokosaki, that dude, like his story in the first one.
He's still acting today. Wasn't he the same dude in Inception that they had to go save that went into limbo?
First of all,
come on, man.
Listen.
Come on, man.
Listen, I know you said we all look alike earlier, but now you're just going a little too far.
No, dude. Well, first of all, they didn't show his fucking face. He had the whole Optimus Prime mask on.
No, but he took it off. You can see his face. What? Just because LeBron takes off a mask, I'm not gonna think LeBron's future. Come on. Yeah.
Everybody knows that they got 2 different hairlines.
Okay, LeBron and fucking Kevin Durant.
Man.
But I'm saying, like, I think, yeah. Shredder in the first one. I think Shredder in the first one was like insanely good. In the second one, he was okay, but then he became Super Shredder, which was just Kevin Nash in a fucking suit. But
It was?
yeah, Kevin Nash played Super Shredder.
Holy shit.
But like in the first one, his story, like, I don't know.
I mean, I'm trying to think because the first one was I don't even say it was kind of dark, but if I remember the battle, it was on the rooftop again.
Mm-hmm. He
And
fucked up the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but he's fucking up Splinter too. Matter of fact, how did he even beat him on the first one? I don't remember.
No, so he doesn't fuck up Splinter. They capture Splinter earlier, and then after he fucks up the turtles, Splinter shows up with the nunchucks and he charges him with the fucking spear, and Splinter,
because he has their weapons, right?
Yeah. So Splinter
gotcha.
fucking pulls out the nunchucks, captures the spear and flips him off the roof.
Okay, gotcha.
He falls into the
so Splinter does beat him in the first one.
Yeah, he falls into
gotcha.
the garbage truck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Where do you rate the lessons being taught in this film versus the lessons that were taught in the other? Because the first one was about, I think the lessons in the first one were about I think it's always been about acceptance, right? But in their own special way.
And I feel like yes, because now that we're going down memory lane and we're bringing up rooftops, in the last Ninja Turtles, the animated one where they were all beefed up, they fought on a rooftop with Shredder at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
They
fought. I didn't even see Out of the Shadows.
Like that. Yeah.
I just knew Stephen Amell was Casey Jones, but
hold on. Which one came? Because there was two of them where they were.
There was the first one where Tyler Perry played Baxter Stockman.
Okay, yeah.
And then
so they fight Shredder on the roof in that one.
In that one or the second one?
In that one.
No, because in the first one, I think Tyler Perry plays Baxter Stockman.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget what happened. Yeah, you know what they do. Yeah, Shredder looks like fucking Optimus Prime.
Yeah, he's all mechanical and shit. You know what I'm saying? Throwing knives that magnetically come back to him and shit.
Yeah. What was the second? I don't even remember seeing the second one. I just know, like I said, Stephen Amell played Casey Jones.
See, yeah, I don't remember the second one either. I know I've seen it, but it didn't stick. But
Where do you rate the lessons in this one versus the others? Me personally, I think the lessons within this film were actually like way more potent, because I think they got across the idea of acceptance way better than the other ones.
Definitely, the story of acceptance was definitely better told.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think there was much danger as the movie made it out to be. Like, you got a mutant fucking attacking New York, but the dude's talking shit and just, not really. It didn't really feel like it was as dangerous as it should have been.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to think about it. When they actually meet Superfly and the villains, they're like, "Yo, we basically cousins." And you've been in a situation.
I think that was my favorite part in the movie.
Okay, so if you ever been in a situation where maybe you've been an outcast, or just learn how to move on your own terms, and then you meet somebody or a group of people that are kind of like you instantly like, "Yo, I met these people, this, that, whatever. We think the same, do the same, whatever case it be," until you realize, wait a minute, we ain't the same. We are, but we're not. You know what I'm saying? Because you try to go fuck up the world, and I just want to be a part of it.
I could tell you a story right now. And let me put this on camera.
Okay.
All right. So my first girlfriend, right?
Okay.
Her dad kind of, made his way around Springfield. So he had kids everywhere. Now she grew up in Palmer, half Puerto Rican, half Irish. So she grew up in Palmer, whatever, secluded. There was 2 Puerto Ricans in that town, and she was one of them. Now she had she had brothers, half brothers and sisters who grew up in fucking High Street, Holyoke.
Okay.
So you see
Okay.
the juxtaposition.
Yeah.
And I remember at one point, she was out there partying with them or whatever, and she was dancing with someone, and that person's sister was just eyeing her like. So, you know, her trying to be down with her brothers and sisters walked over to the girl and was like, "Hey man, you keep staring at me. Like, why are you staring at me?" And shit like that. She was like, "Yeah, got my face, whatever." And then it kept going. It happened again. So she walked over and said, "Hey, why are you staring at me?" and shit like that. Like, you keep looking at me and all this crap. She's trying to be hard for
her brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next thing you know, the girl just she hits the wall and goes down. And next thing you know, I get a call talking about, "Hey, can you guys bring her purse to the hospital? Because she need to go get stitches." And then when I saw her the next day, she had a hat on over here. I was like, "The fuck happened to you?" She was nothing. I was like, "What happened to you?" And she popped it up. I was like, "I told you to stop fucking around with these people. Like, stop trying to act hard."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she was raised in Palmer. Yeah.
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 Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you know, it's just you meet people who, like, you know, you're close to them, but you're not close to them. Like,
yeah,
you don't need to live up to their expectations. Just be
yeah. And yeah, so they're going to that bowling alley scene, and they're meeting and they're chilling and just having a good time. All the mutants, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the turtles feel like, wait a minute, like there's people like us out here, and they're actually out here. We're hiding in the sewer. And then they start realizing, wait a minute, I don't want to be their cousin no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they're out here, but they're out here because they're doing dirt. Like, you know, I mean, it's like you finally don't feel alone, but these people who are like you
who you think you can relate to, even if it's by blood, they ain't really good for you.
Yeah,
you know,
it's those little nuances in this movie that I think hit the hardest. It's like, you know, obviously you meet someone who's pretty much blood.
Yeah,
you realize they're completely different than you, compared to this girl who you just met who's been trying to help you out.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. There's a lot of good lessons in this movie. I just think they don't know. I don't know who they're trying to make this movie for. I don't know if they're trying to make it for the people that remember Ninja Turtles, or a new breed of people who might, you know
interested in it.
You know what? I think I just came up with the idea. I think I know what it is.
Okay.
I think what it is they did it in a way where they wanted parents who remember Ninja Turtles to be like, "Oh, there's a new Ninja Turtles movie. Let's take my kids to go see this because I loved it." So they sprinkled in some shit that I would love, but then they tailored it so that the kids would be like, "Oh, there's some other stuff. Like, there's some stuff I can relate to." It's almost ingratiating, younger kids too.
Yeah,
I just don't know if it was blended the best, but go ahead.
Yeah, we talked about blended, but even with that scenario, because let's just say, okay, yeah, we're watching the new Ninja Turtles movie, and then the parents like, well, back in my day, this was the Ninja Turtles movie. You go back to the first one, even though we know how good that movie was, I don't think the kids recognize it because it's not animated. It's not the camera quality isn't that good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it doesn't look like today's production.
Yeah.
Even though the storyline is like 10 times better.
Yeah, because they'll see it and they'll be, "Oh, these special effects look terrible." Like, you don't get it. This 1988.
They weren't special effects. Still, people really doing it.
Yeah, this shit is good. Like, you're so used to seeing Marvel that you don't realize that, like, it took a long time to get to that point.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's interesting.
Yeah. All right, man. Final thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem.
Like I said, I like the movie. I rate it for like I said, probably number 3 for my favorite movies in the Turtle franchise.
Yep.
I actually like the cast.
Yep.
Oh, before I say one more thing, can we talk about Bebop and Rocksteady?
So okay, so in the cartoon there were the villains. They were
Yeah.
they're villains here, but they're not like the opposites of, you know.
But let's think about this for a minute, because we talked about at the beginning of the podcast the soundtrack to the movie. With those names in mind, Bebop and Rocksteady, hip hop was always part of the Turtles.
Yeah, because it was New York.
Yeah,
The Turtles were always ingratiated in New York hip hop. It's just it's always been that.
yeah.
You know.
You got a rhino and a fucking warthog. Was a warthog?
Yeah.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, they walk around. They walk around with the boombox.
A boombox, yeah.
Well, to us, it's a boombox. In Europe, it's called a ghetto blaster. You know, I don't know why, but they call it ghetto blaster.
Whatever movie it was that we watched.
That was Field Guide to Evil.
I got the ghetto blaster.
Yeah,
that underlying fucking racist or prejudice, what they want to call it.
but I mean, yeah, the Turtles have always been like synonymous with New York hip hop, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah.
If you could pick one New York hip hop artist, if you were making a Ninja Turtles movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could only pick one New York hip hop artist and take their music and make that the soundtrack, well, who would it be?
In today.
Yeah, well, just in general. If you're making your Ninja Turtles movie,
only one?
Yeah, you can only take one. Okay, two New York hip hop artists.
I'm about to fuck you up with this one. I know I am, because it's gonna be people you wouldn't even imagine.
Go ahead.
LL Cool J, Method Man.
I expected to hear DMX. Okay.
No. For Ninja Turtles,
why?
Not X, because X is too gritty. Unless they make a gritty ass Ninja Turtle movie. But LL Cool J, because he's LL, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, Method Man is in my top 5 MCs. And it's not even for his lyrics, because I think he's a dope lyricist. Mm-hmm. It's his delivery. He just knows how to ride that beat well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever he's flowing on. He's like Jadakiss. Yeah. They never spit a bad verse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for a Ninja Turtles movie, if I could have 2 hip hop artists that would like represent it, I'd put LL Method Man on the soundtrack. I told you, but fuck you up with that one.
I'll have to agree with Method Man.
Okay.
I love Method Man. But instead of LL, I might have to put Nas. I might put Nas and Method Man, because I don't know. I think Nas has I don't know. I think the type of movie I would try to make, if I was making an initial movie, I think Nas would lend itself better to the soundtrack of like New York.
Well, see, no, you know Nas is dope. Everybody knows Nas is dope. Mm-hmm. I just feel like, okay, maybe I'm thinking about this movie in general versus making my own version of it.
Yeah, make your own.
But if my own,
yeah. What would be your turtle story? If you were making a Ninja Turtle story, what would it be? Like, what were you? Because obviously, all the other movies try to talk about acceptance. What would be?
You know what? Then I'm gonna just change the whole thing. What you asked me, if I could voice over the Ninja Turtles, it would be DMX, it would be Method Man, it would be LL.
Yeah,
and I'd have to put Red in there, because Red and Meth are like brothers in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and just to keep that brother scheme,
dude, Red would be Michelangelo.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. And X would be Raphael. As much as I hate to put Method as Donatello, LL would have to be Leo, in my opinion.
LL would definitely be Leo. I think Nas would be Donatello. Nas or Jay-Z would be Donatello.
Okay.
And then I think Meth and Red.
Okay.
I don't know. No. Red would be Michelangelo. I think X would be Donatello.
Jay-Z would be
that anger.
That's why I said X would be Red, or be Raphael rather.
Yeah.
It has to be. Hey, yo, dog. I ain't living in here, man.
Hey, yo, dog. This sewer ain't shit, dog. But so okay. So
he called us. He said we some tortoises. We turtles, motherfucker.
I'm telling you, if I was making a Ninja Turtles movie, I think the story that I would go with is you know, I would go with maybe the Turtles trying to help preserve the identity of New York. You have New York being New York and then it becoming gentrified because some, dude in a skyscraper is trying to just make New York like real corporate.
Yeah.
But in doing so, they hire people to kick out all the fucking locals and all this shit. And then the Turtles got to go in there and be like, nah, like, these are the people that make New York. You don't make New York. This is New York. That'd be my story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, all right.
But final thoughts. I like the movie. Like I said, the franchise is probably number 3. Yeah. And I do like the message, just acceptance. Everybody wants to be accepted for who and what they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I love?
What you got?
I love the fact that this fucking recording didn't fuck up.
Yeah.
What you guys don't know is we've been trying to film this episode for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I accept. I accept that the technology is actually working today.
Yeah, finally, shit.
Anyways, all right, so that's the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Fort Delta. Y'all be get out there.
And if you're fans of the show and you're watching, just please send Chris some scalp oil because his shit is looking.
Look, this shit is Jerry. This shit is juicy.
His hairline's running away like his.
I don't got no hair like Brillo cutting down my pillow. You know what I'm saying? It's a Ella line for the record. Just saying.
All right, we out.
Yeah.